What's up, folks? Welcome to another show of what I'm playing, and today, Mario Kart Super Circuit. I had to actually look down the controller because I was just using the Xbox controller, and the buttons, like the face buttons, X, A, B, and Y, are the wrong places between the Xbox and the game, or the Switch controller. It's crazy. That's so crazy. Yeah, the Nintendo Switch has Game Boy Advance games. Has exactly 6 Game Boy Advance games. And, they're okay, I guess. I think they're fine. Let's go with Peach. Here we go! I love that sound. Okay, I love the boom. I love that sound from the Sonic games. I love that. It's kind of like when Robotnik fades into the background. I forget where it is in what game. I think it's Sonic 3. Whatever, but there's like a that sound effect. It's kind of like that. 2, go. So, here's a couple things. One thing, I played a lot of this game growing up. I don't recall like how to play this because I don't think there's really drifting. Like you can drift, but okay. So the thing that's most important here, and this, like, I'm almost brought to tears with this music. I love this song so much. This is the same song they use for Luigi's Circuit in this game. And the thing I love about it so much is, like, the horn, like the little fanfare it plays, is so good. And it's neat because if you look back, this game came out Game Boy Advance. What else came out on the Game Boy Advance? Ruby Sapphire Emerald, Pokemon Ruby Sapphire Emerald. What were the sound effects that they used in Ruby Sapphire Emerald? It was freaking horns. Like all the music was freaking horn based, brass. This junk so good. This star theme is a close second to the actual Mario 64 star theme. That junk's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty meaty bass. I mess with it. I always jump over the finish line. But yeah, I love that song so much. It's actually kind of crazy how good this song is. Also, for some reason, first place you only get 9 points. I don't really understand that because, like, that means you can only max out at 36, and that's just kind of a weird number. Like, it's nice that it's an even number, but I would have preferred it to be like 20, like 5 points each race. It's kind of arbitrary. Got that boost. I got that boost. God dang. Koopa Trooper. No, Shy Guy has a big honking boat. I never even noticed that. You probably, I know you could see it on the Game Boy Advance, but, like, I definitely couldn't tell that was there when I was playing this as a kid, because, like, I don't recall that. Oh, yeah. Okay, I don't think you can throw items behind you. I tried, but didn't seem to do nothing. Didn't do Nathan, as they say. Oh, I just fell in the drink. Just fell in the drink. I feel like in the new games, you definitely get back in the water way faster. Or you get taken out of the water faster. Because just, like, Lakitu doesn't show up anymore. He just, Blue Shell, sucks to be you. Sucks to be you. Lakitu doesn't actually drag you. He just, like, he comes over to you and then, like, you just fade into the Oblivion, what's it called? The Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Oh, my guy's out here terrorizing, bro. Like, why is he terrorizing? That's not cool. My dude's throwing bombs out here. Like, what's this, bomb on beach? Oh, you suck. Sucks. This might be a short episode because I don't know how much of this game I'm actually going to play. I could do another Fire Emblem episode. I'm like on chapter 16. The problem with Fire Emblem, especially in the newer games, I think they did this on the Game Boy Advance game too, but they made it so that like every time you go back to the world map, there are like alternate skirmishes you can fight, and that junk is so, like, addictive just to send out units and try to get them out there and get some levels and whatnot. I kind of am low on money, and I kind of wish I had more money in that game, so I'm low-key trying to think of, like, how do I train Anna, and, like, because Anna's like level 9, and if I can just promote her. The problem is with this is that, like, okay, I think her stat growths are best suited to magic classes, but I don't have, I forget what is it Citrine? No, I have Citrine, not Celica, but there was one of the emblems that was like magic based, and basically you could have her do like rescue or whatever that move is that like basically restores HP to all your party members, and like you just get a buttload of experience points. So I was like, oh, I could totally do that and just train Anna, but I don't have that emblem right now. Spoiler alert, because you lose all your emblems in like chapter 12 or whatever. So now I'm like, well, maybe if I get it back, I'll do it. But even then, I don't know that Anna's really the best way to make money in this game. But her ability is like, you get money for doing something. This music kind of reminds me of Pokemon Snap, which I don't think I ever played the original Pokemon Snap. I'll have to go back and do that. Although I guess I could do that right now because, isn't it on here? I think it's on here. Here we go, here we go. I guess she only has one voice line. That's cool. Yeah, this is, so I played this like for the first time in literal years last night on my Switch, and it was just kind of interesting because I wasn't doing this well. But I also did like the last cup. I didn't do I didn't start with the first cup. So it's also weird seeing how like all these games have this game has 3 Bowser's castles. Like they kind of laid it out like a real Mario game, where it's like you have to go to Bowser Castle 1, Bowser Castle 2, Bowser Castle 3, then you get the final boss. Well, I mean, I guess it would usually be like 8 levels or whatever, but you know what I'm saying. It's just kind of interesting that they did like 3 Bowser's castles, because it's all the same like thing. Oh, I remember this one because it was so angular. I like the thwomps. Is that the sound they make? So that's a thwomp. That's not a womp. Well, okay, Womp is the mofo with feet and hands. Like he's the one that's Womp's castle. He's at the top of the castle in Mario 64. Thwomps are the ones, the blue face ones. I don't know what these are. They're kind of different than thwomps. Ooh, just made a friggin' death trap there. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to jump over that moaf. So the one thing I'll say too is that I never played a lot of the SNES game. Am I really gonna lose after all this? Actually, I have the SNES game, but I just didn't play much of it. Really, oh, gosh darn it. Consarn it. Aren't I supposed to, I thought I was supposed to jump. It seemed like I was going kind of slow over those holes. Stanley yelling at us in this piece. Never played a lot of Super Mario Kart. But I imagine, like, from what I have played and what I remember, it's fairly similar to this. I'll have to go back and play it, because I think it's on Switch SNES too. So I have to check, but yeah. Hey, I win. It's amazing how far like the crowd has come. Like now you got full on people, you got full freaking multicolored Yoshis and everybody. This is back in the day when everyone had the same cart, you know, cart equality for all. Peach's face is a little bit concerning because her eyes aren't moving. Here we go! This kind of reminds me of a Mario Tennis Super Tour, Power Tour for the Game Boy Advance. Go watch my 3 episodes. I'll get back to that at some point, I'm sure. What else could we play? Let's go back to game selection. This is kind of a trash game selection. I actually have these 3 games. Minish Cap. I actually have Minish Cap in box. Like I don't have boxes for any of my other Game Boy Advance games, but I do have the Minish Cap in a box, which is kind of funny because I am not a fan of the Legend of Zelda series. Like I have a bunch of Zelda games, not like a lot, but I have a good amount of Zelda games. It's kind of crazy because I don't actually play them. I don't actually like them. We also got Game Boy games. That's kind of nice. I've been playing a lot of River City Girls too. I'm trying to beat that so I can move on with it. Just finished the main story of Pokemon Scarlet. This is an interesting ending. What's on Nintendo Switch on the 64? Yeah, this is just gonna be a new series where I just open up my Switch and we just pick something. That controller is so janky. It's so iconic. And it's crazy because like if you look at like most of the controller could have been like one straight up pad. But instead they made it like it's weird thing. Oh, Pokemon Snap. I don't mess with Majora's Mask. I barely mess with Ocarina of Time. I could freaking do. I could do some Mario Kart 64. But we'll hold off. That's what other videos are for. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. What else is on here? All software. Super Nintendo. Yeah, I got Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Oh, Freedom Play. I hate that game. Like it's probably not terrible objectively, but I don't particularly care for. Oh, I played that like once. That's crazy. Is there no space for auto mutation them? Hold on, let me check my space. Settings. Data management. Interesting. There's enough space on here. So what was that all about? This episode is just gonna be called BranPlays. The Okay, cool. It's updating software. It was just weird. There's an X on it. Like, oh, I'm so tempted. Let's just open up Fire Emblem Three Houses. Actually, no, that's dumb. We're not do that. We're gonna do that next time. Yeah. So that's gonna do it for this episode of what I'm playing. Next time we'll come back, probably play Fire Emblem Three Houses. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.